just wait till your uncle gets back. I'm like, man. And I have the money to pay her back. Wait, what do you say?
That's gonna be a while for you.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. I know, bro. You know how long I had to wait, bro? I had to wait, like, since, like, this is week 6, right? I had to wait, like, 4 weeks. That's like a whole month. Actually, no, longer than that. Longer than that. Before school even started. So I'm like, man. And I'm not even that good at editing. I could have been spent this whole time learning how to edit. Yeah, you're right.
How long has it been that you have not had it?
We had, like, my computer.
Yeah.
Like 8 weeks.
8 weeks? Jesus. Why did your uncle take it away from you?
Because I needed, because they kept on my glass on my computer broke, like the screen broke, right? And then, like, they kept on asking me, my grandparents, like, oh yeah, did you get it fixed? Did you ask your uncle to fix it, right? And I was hesitating because I'm like, man, if I give it to him, it might take a long time. I'm like, and then that's what happened. So it took a long time, and then I was like, oh my god. I asked him every single time, and then he forgot to do it, and then, like, I got it. And then he finally sent it, right? But then the company, they gave me the wrong screen. Like, they had the wrong screen on the thing, right? So then they had to wait for that one to get fixed for a new screen, and then I finally got it. Yeah, like they ordered the wrong screen for it, and then they had to, like, fix it, and then they sent it to me. I'm like, bro, oh my! And you know how long I had to wait for my PS4, because, like, I learned, because I can, like, record certain games on my computer. I just have to render it because, like, it's going to be, like, really laggy. So I got to put it through an app that, like, even though, like, the frames per second are low, it's going to make it look clean. I had to put it through there. But then I didn't know about that app, like, until, like, later. So then most of the gameplay is, like, Layers of Fear. That's gone. I only have, like, one on my channel. And I can only play, like, old games. Certain old or new games. Oh yeah, we're streaming right now. I'm live right now, but I'm, like, streamed in or yeah. My whole goal was to get, like, 100K before the army too. I think, like, no, I know, like, for active duty, for the job I want, I really have to study, because I'm gonna basically, like, years ago I wanted to work for Google, right? And then conveniently, right, the job I'm doing, I can learn to be an electrical engineer and work for Google. And they make, like, I looked on the site, apparently, like, a hardware engineer makes, like, $256,000 a year. No, that's just, you can hear because there's no insulation. It's, like, upstairs. It's loud. Yeah, so a hardware. What? Which one? The phone? The phone's cutting on, off and on?
Yeah. Like, one moment I can hear you, the other moment I can't.
Alright, I'll hold it up to... Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright, so I was, like, saying, like... So, the hardware engineer, I think signal something engineer, right? For, what's it called? Electrical engineer.
Yeah, are you saying anything now? Because I can't hear you now.
Bro, you can't hear me? Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You can't even hear me.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me? Darren, you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
I was saying, like, one of the jobs, like, I was deciding to be either a I think it was a circuit worker, electrical engineer. They make, like, 230,000 a year, or a hardware engineer. I might do the circuits, So yeah.
So something engineering based, essentially.
Yeah, cause like I was thinking like, isn't an electrician and an electrical engineer the same? But no, I had to go to college and to get my bachelor's, or if
Right.
cause the army it's not a regular electrician in the army. They're actually working similar stuff.
Oh, the army. Okay, right. Like, well, don't you get like pretty in the army?
Yeah, but then I have to figure out a way to put that in there. Wait, should I do normal or hard mode?
Wait, hold on. Where are you trying to go in the army? Like, where specifically?
Like what place?
Yeah, like what position? I don't know the terminology for it.
If I would want to be an engineer, I'll probably be in the Corps of Engineers.
What would you do, like any, shooting, fighting?
No, you're supposed to. They'll teach you.
What do you mean, like in the back, back, like fixing shit?
Nah, everybody, no matter what job you have, basic training will teach you that. I'm gonna still decide to do all the pew pew stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do that.
You won't specialize in like gun shooting though, right? You'll specialize in like circuiting or like electrical work, right?
Yeah, but I won't get rusty on gun shooting though.
Right. Because you never know when things that happen. So I think what
And plus, I don't want to be like a skinny electrician. I don't want to be a really skinny, lanky electrician.
Okay, fair enough. So what I'm basically understanding from this is that you're not joining the military to fight, but you want to use it as like a way to pursue your career.
Yeah, and plus, like, you heard what they had about, like, the house thing? Like, you barely have to pay for, like, if you buy your first house, you barely have to pay. But it's not just about the money, too, because, like, think about it, bro. It's a different lifestyle, too. And I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
But, like, basic training, I know that's going to kick my butt. Especially if I don't train for running, I'm going to die.
Under crown of stone.
Yeah,
8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner.
Yeah.
1 prayer for the summoned.
But don't you have to
called
take
by
police
this
training
song.
or something?
'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once
Yeah.
proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone.
I thought
to
you
face
were
death
going to be a
and
police officer.
pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is war but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Respect. And we did do some training, not too much for some reason, but when we did training, it was really rough. So.
Yeah, I bet. Especially, like, I think. Like, there was, like, they practiced.
A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars.
And then thrown in the water.
So wrong.
The key was attached to his foot.
Death is not a wicked thing, nor some
Holy
holy retribution.
in less than a minute.
Wait, you said JR? What is that?
Would be to never know its sweet
I forgot what it stands for, but it's like
awaken from the harshness
more military based.
and be born
People in
once
JRCC, they learn how to like shoot rifles. And then like the department color guard. They wear like fancy uniforms and they do like a bunch of like military drills and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the FBI training, right? They train you like by what's it called? You're in a rolling car. Like they put you in a car, right? And then they just roll it around a bunch of times. And then the rest of the training is like private. You didn't get to see that because it's like in a classroom. They're teaching you all the secrets of I think different places, the briefings and stuff. So I'm glad they at least let you see that because I'm like, that's crazy. And the drowning, I don't know about that water thing because I'm afraid of drowning. That's the one thing. Because I almost drowned. I was left in the pool. I almost drowned. Yeah. Yeah. Especially like if you want to get the SEAL team, like the best Navy team, like the SEAL team, bro. Like 3 a.m. or something. Actually, yeah.
So thirsty.
Yeah. I gotta like you mean go in there and then just sign the stuff? Because remember I gotta retake that ASVAB because I didn't get my score back, right? I gotta still go in there to take it. You can't take it at home. Actually, you I got a second half of school. I gotta wait until what? All right, you go. All right, hello. Yeah, I gotta wait till the second half of school. I think she said either when the second half of school is over or like when it's the second half of school to go up there because he keeps on saying, oh yeah, you gotta go to Fort Lauderdale or something. I wanted to go like during the weekend. I could have went during the weekend. There's no problem.
Hold on, please, hold on.
My mom's like, oh nah, just wait. So probably. No, it's not even that. She just doesn't want me to focus on that because she wants me to focus on school. Well, I'm just gonna like as soon as graduation's over or the second half of school's over, I'm studying for that. I want to study right now, but yeah.
Are there like any more tests that you have to take to be enlisted?
Nah. The only test is no, like, cause remember, it's the aptitude test and then then basic. What are you talking about? You gotta take the pre ASVAB first and then the ASVAB and then you gotta take a physical test. I'm pretty sure.
A moment, let me explain.
Yeah, you gotta take the. Nah, I think that's after. That's after the ASVAB. I'm pretty sure.
These patrols are after me. No, don't shoot.
Hey, man.
This is a nightmare.
It is what it is. I'm gonna have to do it anyway.
I need to get out of here.
Oh, yeah, of course. I just gotta.
This can't be. No, please stop. I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now,
I was like,
myself.
yeah, cause I like apparently right. I need to talk to my granddad more cause he knows. And I need to talk to my yeah, he was part of the army. So let me get him lock on. Yeah, he was part of the army. He said like once I get in.
You left me no choice.
All right, he was part of the army. He said once I get in, I need to talk to him because he knows a lot of stuff. Like especially for the house thing, because he has 3 retirements right now. I want to get like that. 3 retirements? Come on, man. That's tough. So I'm thinking I want to do that and then do reset because he said if you live on base you don't have to pay for anything but toiletries like your deodorant, shower stuff. That's it, and you don't even have to pay for clothes because you can just re-wear the stuff, just like wash it. I'm pretty sure they give you like 2 different stuff. So I'm like, that's tough.
Who are you? No!
And I'm thinking like, cause he said they'll teach you all the stuff, like in the job they'll teach you all the stuff. So I don't know about they said they'll teach you all the stuff that you need to know. So I'm pretty sure they'll probably enroll me to school, or I just have to figure that out. I don't know how that would work, because I'm thinking there's no time, or I have to balance time or something.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please.
Oh yeah.
Listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast!
Yeah.
Who are
I should.
you? What is this all about? What in God's name? Do the rest of the job.
Yeah, I want to like.
The sun.
Yeah, cause I'm like
Feels
I'm
it's
trying
burning me to the
and with
bone.
school too.
I need to.
I have to ask my recruiter, because if I go on the website, I ask them a bunch of times on the website, like nobody. Yeah.
Place seems abandoned.
Yeah.
I should be safe enough.
I tried, like, if you go on the site and you ask them, they don't really have the answers for the certain stuff, because that's what recruiters are for. So every time I ask them a question, they're like, oh yeah, they'll say yes to a certain extent, but then if you ask them something deeper, yeah, I'm there. I'm here. You hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just make sure your phone is like super close
Mary!
to your mouth.
Mary!
Alright. So they said on the
Mary,
website,
I'm sorry.
they'll answer certain questions, but then your
Whoever did
recruiter
this
needs
to
to
us.
answer the rest.
I will find them.
Yeah.
So you
And
just answer a bunch of questions and then you get recruited?
no, they'll answer like, I'll say like 1/4 of your questions that you have, and then they'll say, oh, you want me to find a recruiter? And then you have to say, I had to say no, and then like, okay, they'll either end it or they'll say goodbye.
The sun is high.
Oh,
I cannot leave now.
I see, okay.
It gets kind of annoying. I'm like, why would you say ask questions on your site if you don't know all the answers and you want me to ask a recruiter? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's like, oh yeah, that's like asking someone's friend that doesn't know how to drive It's like, I don't know. I asked him later, but then he just like he told me to come up to the test too. He knows like a lot of stuff he's talking about, but I just need to do that test and study, because he said he's gonna send me a link for a studying site for the ASVAB, because the ASVAB I can literally pass it right now. I just, for the stuff I need to study though, because anybody can pass it, but you just need, like, for what you want to get into, you need the exact score. You can't get lower.
I still a renter.
Because I think I need a 98.
No more responsibilities.
What's
this?
No, there's the ASVAB, right? So like this what happened, right? I took the ASVAB at home, right?
I suppose we
And they said if you failed it, they'll only let you, if you failed it or you just passed it for certain stuff, they'll only let you take just 4. But it let me took all 8 or all.
That's impossible.
It's 8 or 7, right? But then there's certain stuff called I think it's EL. You need a 93 in EL. That's electronics, I think. And like what ties into that is like general science, physics for Ohm's law, and other stuff.
Oh.
So I need to get. I'm trying to get well rounded. I don't care if it's just for. I wish I paid attention more in middle school, because it's like. Wait, hello. When you
Middle school didn't teach you anything.
Wait, boy, I got a question though.
Attention,
Wait, did it fix for the thing? Because remember, every time we take the map, it always says 6+. Did they fix that, or is that just me, or is it yours too?
No. When I took the map on Wednesday, it said 6+. I don't think that's a glitch. I think that means like all the questions are like dedicated for like grade 6 and up. That's why you can get like a really easy question, like what does the word?
Yeah, because I thought I was like, oh man.
Like, what does the word expialidocious mean, you know? Because it's like a scale from like 6th grade level questions to like 12th grade level questions.
Yeah, because I was confused. I'm like, hold on, am I that dumb, man? All those times of me just skipping the ass.
No, like means like the easiest questions you get a sixth grader can answer. The plus means that like the questions that you get from the math could be harder sometimes.
Cause I'm like, I got like average score, but I'm thinking like most of the words like I should have paid attention though, because like my math was messed up. Even though you said middle school didn't matter, like my whole math got messed up because they put me in a higher math class and then a because I should have been.
What are you in right now though? The math that you're in right now.
Quant lit.
Quantitative lit?
Yeah.
For the math class? Oh right, yeah, it is a math class. Oh, aren't you guys learning about like taxes and all that stuff?
Yeah, and I still don't. I'm like doing me like, oh, how are you gonna pay for college? They were trying to tell me like explain. I'm like, but I'm going to the army, and so I had to tell her that. But still, most of the question I still had to answer as if I was going to college, like going to college, like
yeah,
with my.
It's like that. It'd be like that sometimes. But I'm pretty sure the other units will be more life skill based, like interest rates, your credit card shits, taxes, how to pay those, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna. I want to remember this stuff, like I really do. I learned something today, like it's better to make a checking account than like than take like get a PayPal or something, because they said checking account you really don't have to. There's not that much cons to it, but there's more pros.
Done.
So I might do that, but it's just I can pay attention, but I really don't feel like learning.
Killing is a hell of a
I really don't feel like learning all that right now. Like I should, but like
You're at home. You're not like in a proper school environment. You know, I feel the same way.
yeah. But what's crazy is that like I'm doing better now that I'm at home. Like my grades are better now that I'm at home. It's just that like I don't.
Because teachers are more lenient about the work.
Yeah.
I can turn in shit like a week late, and then I can still get like only 1 point off.
Bro, but like my teacher, right? She's taking so long to grade stuff.
None of it.
But like, what makes no sense is how are you gonna grade newer stuff, but you're not gonna grade older stuff? You said, oh yeah, do this stuff.
Maybe she's either lazy or she's going through some shit as well.
Yeah, she has like a lot of students, but I'm like, every other teacher did that. So I'm like, if I fail this class, like if I have like less than, I should at least have a C for like, a C is for like, oh yeah, you're doing the work, but you get like a C average, and you don't really know. So you don't get like, oh, E's on like every single assignment, but like you get like good enough. I should at least have a C, but then at first I had like an E because she didn't grade all my stuff. Now I have a 69%. I'm confused. I'm like, all right, how you gonna? And then she just graded the new. I did the work, but she graded the new stuff, like the stuff that she told me to do that was due today. She did this, right? But I'm like, what about the stuff from last week that you said you didn't grade? I don't get that. So I'm like, okay.
Fair. Okay. How about the quizzes though? Do you take any quizzes in quant lit?
Quant, yeah, like I get like usually usually I say I'll get either a C or a B average, or sometimes like an A. It just depends. It just depends, cause like I remember certain stuff. Yeah, I have like a let me see, I have like a C in her class right now because I got 15 out of 20. No, I got 18 out of 25 or 20. Yeah, 25. Because like cause it's like you telling me, oh yeah, we're gonna learn this, right? Stuff and cramming. Like it's like like it's one subject, but you're just like cramming like multiple stuff in there.
Absolute madness.
Like how am I supposed to remember that? Like you stick to that one thing, and then the next class will remember.
Okay. Do you write down your notes though? You should probably do that.
Yeah, I should, but I'm like, that's like.
You should definitely though. Sequoia, you gotta stop being lazy, right? If you want to remember the information, right? I learned this in psychology, right? It's better to just like write it down. That way, not only do you have like a place to like remember where you put all the notes, but you physically writing down that information, your brain will remember that you wrote down this information, which will help you more likely remember the information that you wrote down.
Yeah. But it's online though, like.
Try doing that, like to stop being lazy and just like get a pen get a paper, and just take as much notes as you can. It'll definitely help you in the long run. And your grade could probably improve. Instead of like getting a C or B average, you could probably be getting like D or A average on the quizzes now, because you'll have the notes right next to you.
Yeah. At least I'm not as lazy as middle school. I'll probably like I was literally gonna write down the stuff, but then like most of it's literally online. Like she posts the stuff, so I'm like, should I even write it down again? Or
just because she posted it online doesn't mean that like you don't have the responsibility to write it down. Even if she has it online, you should still definitely write it down. You know, because when you're writing down notes, right? If you write it down in your own way, like if you word it in your own way, you're more likely going to remember the information than if your teacher just wrote it for you.
yeah,
because you're putting it in your own words. You know, that'll definitely help. But I can definitely see what you mean, because there are a few classes like that where my teacher just has like all the notes, right? And like her Google Classroom, not her Google, her MyMCP's classroom, and I just don't really have like an incentive to take down the notes. But that kind of bites me back in the ass, because every time I take a quiz, I have to like use Google. I kind of don't want to do that, and it just kind of makes me feel really stupid when I do it.
Yeah. I'm like,
but I get where you're coming from though.
I don't want to be lazy. Like I have to do an essay again. I already did it before. I already did an essay before, but it was different because it was easier, because it was about me, and I was just like saying what happened, like what I remember, because they're like, I don't remember most of the stuff, like just like random stuff. All right, so now I have to do an essay that's due next week. I did the outline. I'm probably gonna do the essay probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, like the 16th.
Oh, you got time, then.
I'm like, it's like what? The only thing I have a problem with is like I have to open all these tabs up and then keep on going back and forth between them. So I'm like,
yeah, that's really annoying. The online schooling, just all the tabs that you need to have open up, crazy. It's definitely not fun, because you get so disorganized so easily because you don't know which tab is which.
Yeah.
And it's just like a pain, just like clicking tab through tab, you know.
Yeah.
I'll get you with that.
I'm gonna do it. I just want to get past this because it's like 40 weeks for this whole school year. We're like four more after this like week is over. Like after this day,
Voice in my
it's like it's over. I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with all that.
Then
I want to. If we're doing like 40 weeks of school, and plus we don't have any snow days because the snow days are
I must
school
find
days,
him to
we
understand
better graduate a little bit earlier.
what I
I
have
don't feel
become.
like doing all this. Because I'm trying to focus on my future right now. Because yeah, English is important, but like it literally has nothing to do with what I'm gonna do. Quant lit.
That's pretty important though. Like, I know as an engineer you're gonna have to write reports. So having like a good basis of like how to write essays can definitely help you write reports when you get older, especially when you go further down the career. So, like the more you don't go down to like the engineering path, the more and more you have to like write reports. You know, about like, this happened in this thing. Here's my report on it. You know, and like I'm pretty sure your boss or somebody would want like a full-fledged report.
Like is this true? Like I know Quant Lit. Like I'm glad that Quant Lit. Like I'm learning Quant Lit because she literally said, yeah. Well, everybody was thinking, oh yeah, is this class going to help me when I'm in the future? Yeah, it actually does. But is it true that like you just
is like one of those few classes that will actually help you in the future, like in the long run.
Like, but is it true that like the only math you really need is algebra? Because isn't the other math just taking different points from algebra and just expanding upon it? Like, if you know algebra,
I would say yeah, the only math you really need is like algebra.
It's because like
People want me dead. I need to leave now.
Yeah. Since you're going to engineering though, you should be we should be adept to all types of math, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know engineering involves like everything from like geometry to calculus to algebra. It involves everything. Like it involves every little aspect about math.
Yeah.
But I guess
I'm saying like, but like
if you're an
certain.
average person who's not trying to go into STEM,
Yeah.
the highest level of math you would need is probably algebra.
Yeah.
But if a guy like you try to go into engineering, you should probably get like familiar and comfortable with geometry.
Yeah, cause I'm not good at that. It's
And calculus.
geometry, like for a carpenter, like that's like you really need that, like, cause all the angles for the houses and stuff, you really need that. For like being an electrician, since you're measuring stuff, but it's not. You just make circuit boxes.
As an electrician, you would probably be focusing more on algebra though.
Yeah, cause the thing about algebra, right? Since like I was learning, oh yeah, I'll remember some stuff about algebra is because I'm learning different math right now. So I'm like, this is not the same. Yeah, some algebra is in there, but it's not the same. So I forget. So I'm like, man, I really have to go back and then remember this. It's like you're learning algebra, like different ways to do it. It's like, if this makes sense, it's like, oh yeah, because I like biology, because we were learning about cells and stuff. I think I had like a B in there. 3.0 before. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm finally going to get 3.0. I got a 3.0 in 3K. Pretty sure elementary school, some of it I just didn't really care that much. And I got it in 9th grade.
You're at the point in life where education really does matter.
Yeah, like I'm like I gotta focus on this stuff. But like the bad thing is that like I'm like, oh, I'm focused on my career. I'm thinking far ahead right now, because I'm like, oh man, I need to get school over with. But because like if I get school over with, right, the only thing I have to study for is my job. Not, oh yeah, you gotta study for all these different classes. So it's just this one thing. But again, it's like school, because it requires, for your bachelor's degree, you have to study all these different things. So there's smaller things tied into like one big subject you're doing. Because I'm thinking, can in college you just do one thing? Like if you're not just going just for school, if you're just going for that one degree, can't you just do those classes that ties into those degrees, not the other ones?
Sadly, no.
So I can't just go on.
Let's say you're trying to be like an art major. Let's like, okay, I'm trying to become a science major, right? But they're still requiring me to take like a calculus class in college, even though calculus is not.
I cannot enter.
At all. There's just a few core classes that colleges will not allow you to skip out on. So let's say you're trying to major in history, right? If you're going to major in history, colleges will still require you to take a science class, and they're still going to require you to take a math class and all that stuff, you know? Which is kind of stupid if you ask me. It just wastes more money, and it makes no sense. But if you're in college, let's say you're trying to become like an engineer, right? Colleges will offer the majority of classes that you will take in college will be based off your major. So you're trying to go into electrical engineering, you're going to get like a bunch of classes on electrical engineering. It's just that some of your classes will be unnecessary classes, like English in this case, or history.
You think that will happen though? Like I thought like the army, like it would just
still in
take certain
Southern.
stuff.
I must reach the West End.
Like, you know what I mean? Oh, he shot me. Dang it. Yeah. I'm like, cause the total thing I think is four different things I need to do. I should probably look this up again. Yeah. Like I was thinking, like it's not just about the money, cause I was thinking I don't want to have an office job. I'd rather just build with my hands.
Right.
And the only way for like carpentry, yeah, they make good money, but the only way to make a lot of money is if you transition into like a safety inspector or something. So I'm like, man, because carpentry doesn't. I think plumbing makes more than carpentry. Electricity. Yeah.
I see.
Plus, I can work for Google too. All right, let's see.
Oh, I gotta say one thing though. One thing, right?
Yeah.
When you're studying, I'm gonna give you some good advice. A guy like you, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I've known you for how long? Like 7 years now, right, Sequoia? Give or take.
Yep.
Yeah, you cannot concentrate that well. No Joan, but let's be honest here. You know, you're not the best at concentrating.
I'll agree to disagree, cause I can concentrate, but like if I want to, like I really have to force myself.
Shit you don't care about. You like literally cannot concentrate.
Cause like watch. Okay, so say like if there's a big test coming up, right, and it's a subject I literally do not care. I rather study to get like a C than to get an A to a B.
Right.
So like if it's something I like even if it's something I like, it'll still be hard to concentrate a little bit, because I'm like probably either I'm excited or I'm just like, man, like if it's a lot of reading, like I like to read like, but like on my own time. If it's like a lot of reading and I'm like, oh, I gotta read this whole thing, like 12 pages, and I'm like, because that's what we're doing in carpentry now. We have to read like I think the second half, like third and fourth quarter of 11th grade, right? So we're reading literal carpentry manuals with like each chapter had like a bunch of pages, like 20, I think 20 pages or like 24, and they were just like, oh, the description. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that.
Right, yeah. Right. So here's the technique though, right? What I would want you to do is that you try to force yourself to concentrate for at least 20 minutes, right? And then after 20 minutes, you take a 5-minute break.
Die, vermin!
You try to concentrate for 20 minutes, and then you do a 5-minute break.
The strength I never knew I had.
That way, in those 20 minutes, you'll try to absorb as much information as you can, but you know you can't go on for that long, so then you give yourself a 5-minute break to reset your mind, and then you concentrate again, and then you just keep on doing that. And that's like a really effective, like working technique or study technique. And I've been using that for a while, because when it comes to shit I don't care about, like English, I use that technique, and it helps me study a lot, and it helps me get through things like super fast. And I think a guy like you could probably benefit from that, you know.
So you can't focus either when it's stuff you don't like.
I can't focus for shit on stuff I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try, because that's what they said for the ASVAB too. They said this dude, I was watching him, I think his name was Young Slim. He's in the Navy, right? He said he had a whole schedule, right? So one day out of the week you have to read too for word reasoning for an hour. And then like you just go, but like you don't study like the whole week. You just like one day you have a break or something. Or an hour break, and you just keep on going in. Because he also said what I said, be well-rounded.
It's like that. It's similar to that. Because you want to give yourself breaks. You don't want to like tire yourself out like in one go. That's like ineffective studying. Effective studying is like knowing how far you can go and then taking breaks when you need it. That way, like, reset your mind.
It's like anybody can be smart. It's just certain people have aptitude to like that more. Because you can say, oh yeah, my daughter is smarter than Albert Einstein, has a higher IQ and stuff. Maybe because she grew up liking that, or she likes doing that. But because like you know how like that dude, what's his name, Shikamaru from Naruto, how he's like really smart, but like he had to solve his IQ test in a game. He had like an IQ of like 200 or 400. Yeah, so like if he found a way to do it, like his mentor found a way to adapt his intelligence by that. So, if I could find a way to do that, like, imagine. I'm like,
I know, that's why I'm telling you right now. Maybe this is the way. Well, anytime you're doing homework, anytime you're like studying for the tests that you have coming up for the army, try using that technique. You study for 20 minutes, and then take a 5-minute break. You know? After those 5 minutes,
Steady,
you
right?
and you do that for how long you want it to. Let's say, for example,
Lead spotted!
3 hours.
Watch out, boys!
And you'll see that your productivity and and the work that you'll get done will be a very, very good. Trust me, it's going. It works. It works. There's like scientific concepts that this technique actually works. You try doing that. It's like study for 20 minutes, do your work for 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Or you can do like study for 40 minutes, take a 10-minute break. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll be. I think you should definitely try it. Hopefully it helps. I hope it helps.
The main thing I worry about is like forgetting stuff. Cause like you know how adults forget.
You won't
No, but like
you'll forget if you don't write it down.
but how am I? So when I'm adult, so I'm gonna remember it if I just write it down right now.
Yeah.
But I can't do that for the aptitude test. You can't bring. Yeah, you can't bring it there.
Yeah, that's why you gotta remember it though. And remembering comes from effective studying. And the technique I showed you, or the technique I'm telling you right now, is an effective studying technique that will help you remember things more likely. Because you wanna study shit when your brain has time. You wanna study shit when your brain
This shouldn't make any sense.
Start doing that again.
Yeah. They said that like.
Writing shit down also helps. Like, trust me.
What about like hands-on learning though? Cause like my carpentry teacher, he said once you do something, you'll remember it, but you won't be like as good if you don't do it for a long time.
That's true. It's true. He has a point.
Yeah, so I'm thinking for that. I was like, I still think that I probably will forget. I haven't forgotten.
You genuinely won't forget if you just keep on doing it over and over and over again. There's like the repetition.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like memorization techniques online that you can just Google and you can just see which one works for you. You know?
Yeah. I probably should start over the stream again. Yeah, I'm gonna start over the stream again. Hold on, let me restart this whole game.
It's like 10. You sure? I don't think anyone's gonna watch at 10.
I might switch games though. I don't know.
Maybe once you get that PC back from your uncle, maybe you should consider streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, I wanted to do both. Cause I can stream like from my PS4 to YouTube and Twitch. No, I have my computer. Remember, I need my charger.
Oh, right, the charger. Right. Once you get your charger, maybe you should consider playing Twitch.
Yeah. I went on Switch and there was like one viewer, just like on this. There is either it was you, and then there's this like 2 other people that just came and joined.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Nah, cause like there's just random people. Twitch is just only one person showed up, but then I didn't see the video on my Twitch account, so I don't know where it went. Yeah, that's why I need a screencast it to my computer and then upload it. Or I can find a way, cause like you know how most YouTubers like stream at the same time, like YouTube and Twitch. I don't know how they do that.
It's locked, all right.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, they have an app for it. Like this dude did it, and then like he merged it. He merged the chats and stuff from the thing. There's an app for it, but then like it's like costs like money. Like on Chromebook, it costs money. But that's Chromebook. It's just gonna be like a Zuko.
You getting that app, then it's not worth it. You should only get that app once you like have a bigger phone. Right now, you should just
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube. I think live streaming on YouTube is a lot easier.
Yeah, because Twitch is like Twitch. The thing like, YouTube is. I don't know. People don't like because if it was 2010 YouTube or 2006 YouTube, I probably would get like a lot more viewers. Because a lot more stuff was allowed. Everybody was still
Right,
cringy.
but like, live streaming wasn't like a thing until 20.
I know. I'm saying like if Twitch was like YouTube, like if it lets you like record instead of just like live streaming the whole time, and I would definitely go in there.
Yeah, but okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean YouTube is pretty bad right now.
Yeah, and plus like I don't see why they have like they don't want everything to be kid friendly. What's the point of having YouTube Kids? That doesn't make any sense. You have a whole separate platform, and if you're worried about people doing stuff, like you can't stop anybody from doing
you're
it.
actually spitting fast right now. Like that's like one thing I just don't understand about YouTube.
Yeah, it's like the only way. Yeah, the only way that you'll get successful on YouTube streaming, because Twitch streaming, you're most likely to gain followers from Twitch, live streaming than YouTube, unless you're a big YouTuber, or if you're EDP.
Yeah, I agree. That's why a lot of small YouTubers live stream on Twitch. They never live stream on YouTube. Only the big YouTubers like PewDiePie, you know, they do it on YouTube and not on Twitch.
Yeah. I would like this is what I would do, right? Like I like after it didn't save my video, I was thinking about doing that, like, but then I want to get the videos, like the live streams, to upload on YouTube. So I'm gonna stream on Twitch, right? But then upload it on there, cause that's what they do too. So I might do that, but I don't know. You think I should do like right now?
No, just focus on one thing right now. Don't try to do both.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if
Try
say
to do both once you get like a bigger fan base.
yeah, I'm thinking, because I'm like, if I get a bigger fan base, right? You know how the conversion is so terrible, like especially Instagram, right? Oh, you have 7 million on YouTube, right? Instagram, you're probably gonna have like 400K or at least 1.5 million, right? But if you go on Twitch, you have less than that. Like Andante has like 4 million, right? And then he has like only 23 or 44K subs on Twitch.
Right, yeah. It's because there's so many platforms that you're on. Your fans just don't know which one to choose.
What we need is like a new YouTube or something.
What was that?
No, continue.
Like if you make content, if your main area, like if your main platform is YouTube, most people are gonna look at your YouTube and not your Twitch. But if your main thing is Twitch, more people are gonna look at your Twitch than your YouTube. You know, okay?
Yeah, it's just like even if you do both, they're gonna think about it like. So say if you start with YouTube first, right? And then you like 1 week later you start on Twitch, right? They're gonna think of your Twitch as your second channel on YouTube, right? Nobody's gonna really watch that.
Eventually, yeah.
Unless they're die-hard fans, because you know that conversion rate is not good unless you're freaking Mr. Beast. That's semi-good, like that's not even half, but like, yeah.
Only a few YouTubers have like good conversion.
And you know they have to. The only people that have that much subscribers are people that follow trends or the OGs of YouTube.
Yeah, but even the OGs of YouTube are kind of like getting
Yeah, cause like
getting blown away in the dust because of the new YouTubers.
Yeah, you know some of them like that started from the beginning, they don't even have like 100K. Like they're not even, they got passed by PewDiePie and all those other people. They're still left in the dust and they're still uploading. So I'm surprised. I'm like, I didn't expect that to happen. Like after all those years, maybe it's inactivity too.
It's inactivity, and then part of the YouTube algorithm, you know, it's just like the algorithm didn't favor their videos. I think maybe it's because of the content, you know.
Yeah, the algorithm is like it's weird like that, and the trending, because like PewDiePie, I'm guaranteed like it doesn't make any sense. Like he could be on trending like for. Yeah, he can be on trending for like a whole week, and then the next week nothing. They'll suppress it the whole time. And they'll put up people like PP Cocaine or someone else. Like I'm like, bro, like, how does that make any sense? Like he said that he's not even trying to get views anymore. Like he's done. Like, cause he gets like 5 million or compared to his 104. Oh yes, Keontae's in the chat. So I'm like,
See them fancy clothes?
dang, I'm gonna die.
This shouldn't be possible.
So I'm thinking, like, if he actually tried, because remember the subscribe to the PewDiePie thing, right? And then he canceled it because that school, that church shooter.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my
So I'm
body.
wondering, like, he makes way less now because he just doesn't care anymore. Like, he literally stopped trying to do that. I wonder, like, how much he would, like... Nah, never mind. People don't watch him that much, but they're still subscribed. But his content is funny. It evolved, though. Like, it literally evolved.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
You would expect a guy with 100 million subs to probably be bragging about like maybe